Hey everybody, welcome to another SciCraft episode. So today we want to do final touches on a double witcher perimeter. In between the episodes, I also build up the second shulker box filling and sorting system. And the next thing we want to do is build the temporary storage next to the nether portal. So the idea is we store about a double chest of shulker boxes, and once we hit that certain threshold, we shoot them all through to the nether, where they would be transported then towards the main storage. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is actually rip out those hoppers. They're kind of unnecessary. We're just gonna transport the items towards the middle with a water stream. I also have to dig away some of the stone because it wouldn't be beneficial to have the water stream above the first sub-chunk. Under the roof of the witch farm, we need to remove the carpet and etc. anyway and fill it up with concrete completely. When I go towards the middle to the portal, then it's best to have the water lower than Y15. Water also acts like a stone block, so it would also raise the sub-chunk level. So that's why I'm just gonna dig away the top layer of stone here, actually 2 layers, and fill it up here with packed ice, and then put the water stream directly in between. And this should be okay. Alright, so I'll dig a tunnel from both witch farms towards the middle now. Alright, tunnels have been dug. Didn't put in the water yet, but I built up the redstone system in the middle. Alright, so this works like this. So here this hopper would collect the shulker boxes. The items are put into this double chest. There's a hopper below the double chest, putting the items into a dropper, or the shulker boxes into a dropper. So once we hit a certain threshold, which is the chest being completely filled, then this comparator would turn on, and there's an item in this dropper which we shot over. This is our ice ore ledge here. Okay, then at the back of this dropper, I take another output, this comparator here, and this would turn on a observer clock that would trigger this dropper, shooting out the items. And then once this dropper is completely empty, that means no items left in this double chest, hopper and dropper, then we just shoot the item back from this dropper into the other dropper, and then this chest is gonna be filled up again. Once the chest is completely filled up, we start the system again, and basically we shoot over 9 plus 5, 14 plus 54. We shoot through 68 shulker boxes at once. So the reason is why we don't shoot every shulker box over immediately is that it's a bit costly to shoot items through a portal. This is the first thing. So we do them all at once, and then you only have the lag of the portal searching for adequate position the nether once, and also we want to transport all the items through the nether at the same time. So we only trigger the complete instant dropper line in the nether every 2 hours or so, or even less. I think it will probably take about 8 or 10 hours until we fill this up. So every 10 hours we just send the items through and towards the main storage. Then also take some time until the chunks unload in the nether, and it's just better to do this in batches and not immediately once we have a shulker box. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do is try to fill up this room here as good as I can again with stone. So like this, just fill it up again, because every air block reduces the efficiency or the lag efficiency of the farm a little bit. Alright, and next I also need to put in the water. The water streams are now finished, so they run here below the whole carpet towards the middle, and the next step is finally finishing the witch farm. Alright, so probably gonna take down the roof, and also unfortunately the glass around the drop chute, and fill it up completely with concrete. So we need to fill this up to Y78. So basically the first 5 sub-chunks, and then do the same as below, put a layer of slime on top, and then you can, if you want to, also place some carpet on top. So the reason why we're doing this is the same as with the whole first sub-chunk filling. So here we have 5 sub-chunks, which is side product of the roof. And also the spawn attempts basically can happen at every non-full block below the roof. so it wouldn't happen the concrete block here, but the torch it does happen. And the more we prevent those spawning camps, the better for the lag. So it's not really that important, but as already said in previous episode, it would add up. Alright, we need a lot of concrete actually, not sure how much. Also still need to fill up this chest here with empty shulker boxes, and would probably also make sense to keep some kind of a entrance or some kind of a tunnel towards all the important stuff here. Also the same maybe for the middle thingy. I completely closed it off or sealed it off again, but it probably would make sense to keep an entrance for that stuff, so that we could refill the empty shulker boxes. We plan to put in stacked shulker boxes, and this should last for quite a while. So if we fill this up completely with stacked shulker boxes, that's enough for 6 million items, and this should last for 1000 hours. So we probably will never need to refill this, but yes, the entrance would be nice anyway. Alright, so this was a lot of work. We got the first Witcher tomb completed. It's now completely filled up with mostly concrete and gravel for the lag reduction. I also made this entrance here so we can still access the redstone at the bottom, in case we need to change something about it or refill this chest with empty shulker boxes. And here there's even some stairs going up in case we need to change the item filter for some reason, but I doubt we ever will. Alright. Then so something else that changed. Maybe we need to go into spectator mode for that. So here the drop chute, put soul sand at the bottom and buttons on top. For the same reason, it's better than slabs for the lag reduction. And this is the Witcher at the top. I yeah, we didn't fill up the area directly around the witch huts. We need to keep the space around the foot level of the witches free anyway for the additional spawn attempts from outside of the farm. And it looks a little bit better. We can at least see what's going on. So technically we could have filled this up even more. Every third layer would have to be kept free, but yeah, it's kind of not worth the effort really. And at least we can see what's going on in case we, I don't know, need to change the witch farm. Then we don't need to dig it out. Alright, what's still missing is the activation line and our AFK spot in the middle where we can turn the witch farms on and off. Yeah, my foot's already working on the second witch hut. So we took down the roof and now it's removing the glass. And then we have to fill it up again. I'm gonna do that probably in another live stream. Alright, now we need to add the activation again. Previously there was a torch tower which got removed. And I think now we're just gonna use some sticky pistons and slime blocks and redstone blocks in order to activate everything. So as far as I know, we need to activate this comparator clock here, and on the other side there was a torch powering the redstone lamps. I think Math is just checking something out in spectator mode. That's okay. Also, I think I didn't mention that yet. That's not even the design which we built at the other witch farms. There's a kind of improved design of mine, which was made by SciCraft member Oreo. The idea here is that we additionally detect the witches and only shift the floors that actually have witches on top of them. So that's why there's a tripwire line, and this tripwire hook would power certain pistons. Always 3 in a row, since it's actually not enough to only shift the floor with the witch on top. You also have to shift the neighboring floors in case the witch stands on half a block. Anyway, so those tripwire hooks activate those pistons here, sticky pistons, and which they would extend. But still, the whole farm still runs on a clock. So there's this comparator clock here, and every so often those observers try to activate the shifting floors, but only the ones with the extended pistons, where the tripwire hook detects the witches, can be powered, and then we have the shifting floor design again. I think on the other side it should look the same. Alright, I think I'm just gonna dig down here next to the comparator clock, remove the gravel again. I already brought some terracotta in order to fill this up again, with spawn preventing blocks. And then we have just a sticky piston, slime block, redstone block line going upwards. At the bottom we can already see it. I removed some carpet and just lay down a redstone dust line, some repeaters in between, which is perfect. It's also perfect that we have the double carpet. Now we can just put another carpet on top and have it hidden. It's also great that redstone dust and obviously repeaters don't raise the subchunk level. So we have the line going up. Also had to fiddle around with Oreo's farm because he had some solid blocks at foot level, which obviously reduced the amount of spawning attempts we get. So that's why I had to lower down this clock a little bit and replace solid blocks with slabs here and there. But by now we should have cleaned up all of those conflicts. So I fiddled around here as well. So it didn't go up all the way here with the slime blocks which we have outside of the tower now. I stopped it here, and here just put down a cauldron which would activate the comparator clock, and here we take another output and go over activating this line here. It goes up to I think all redstone lamps are activated from one side. Not sure why Oreo did this and not hook it up directly here. Would have been better, and then just go over in the other direction, but okay. It doesn't matter much, I guess. Another big progress update. Methods and I spent a few hours and built up the second tomb for the witch hut, and currently we're testing it out even. We also found a flaw that Oreo made. The witch farm actually allows spider spawning. So this is a big issue here. Over there we can already see the spider. The issue is that Oreo wanted to optimize the farm, And his idea was to add an 8th slice. So usual witch-shot spawning area is 7 by 9 blocks. And he added an 8th slice. The idea is if you move the blocks over, then the additional concrete blocks here would allow witch spawning there for 2 game ticks before you shift them back again. Would it make it slightly more efficient? Problem is, it doesn't prevent spider spawning here. So actually he had normal blocks on top instead. But that is a problem. Because then mobs could spawn while the blocks are getting moved over for a short moment before the blocks are getting going back. Then we can get spiders, skeleton and zombie spawning, and we need to somehow prevent this. Alright, and that's why we place the glass blocks instead, but that doesn't make it spider spawn proof anymore. And now we're actually having an issue with that, so we're discussing what to do here. Either try to fix this somehow. So ideas we have at the moment is just removing the blocks on top or replacing them with cobble walls. That's an idea, but then we actually have the issue on this on the other side as well. Because also previously we had solid blocks there where mobs could spawn on. That's an issue. Or we just build a different witch farm that doesn't have those flaws. So, we're still discussing. So we discussed this. We came up with some solutions how to fix this, but it's a bit tricky. What we could do on one side is maybe add more trapdoors on the side of the glass here, remove the glass and replace it with buttons, which would make this spawn proof. But on the other side we couldn't do the same because the witches could just walk over if you would have buttons there. The buttons would make it spawn proof, but then the witches could get stuck here, which we also don't want. So there's really no idea we have at the moment how to fix this without major rebuilds. Can probably also replace some of the layers, maybe with cobble walls. That's what we thought about. But at the moment we just don't see a solution, so we're just gonna, I think, remove it completely and build a simpler farm that I made a while ago. In terms of efficiency, there's not much difference anyway. Also in terms of lag saving, there's also not much difference. Alright, so I think we'll do that, replace the farms, and then we can do a lag test finally. But we already did one, it's looking really good. Another progress update, we replaced the witch farms in a live stream, and I think the complete perimeter is done. There's really not much left to do. So we can take a look at it. Witch farms are working, witches are spawning, and they're getting killed. Perfect. Drops are collected, put in the sorting system, etc. And it would go to the middle at some point. Alright, so there's one thing left to do. We need to check out how efficient the lag optimizations work. So I'm just gonna do the tick health command again. Just gonna wait 5 seconds. And there we go. Alright, so we have average tick time 9.3. There's probably some stuff in the nether going on. But apart from that, so we got entities in overworld 0.2. That's the witches, then tile entities 0.7. But we need to subtract about 0.3 because we have some hoppers and chests at spawn. So I would say in total we are at 0.6 at the moment. Then blocks, so 1.1 and spawning, so 1.5 MSPT. So I did another test. This time was a bit longer, just in order to confirm the results, and they were quite similar. Although what we also have is res 0.5. Not sure if this is caused by the witch farms or the stuff in the nether which is loaded at the moment. I will see. But anyway, even if the rest is also caused by the witch farms, then we are 2 MSPT approximately, or even less, with a double witcher perimeter. So in theory, we could probably build 50 to 60 of those witch farms and run them at the same time. Thanks to all of those lag optimizations. So just a reminder, when we started spawning was at 0.5 or 7, something in that range, and now it's down to 0.3, which is quite insane. And we're not even done yet. Once we have the bat and the squid switch, this should be decreased even further. So it was definitely worth it to do all of those lag optimizations. Results are insane. Alright, yeah, we definitely won't go for 50 witch perimeters, because it's 50 witch shots is just too much effort, but at the moment we already have the perimeters for 10. Definitely gonna go for 12, and then afterwards we see. Maybe we go for 20 in total over time. By now we can make those perimeters in under 24 hours and build up the rest probably in a similar amount of time. So we're getting more and more experience with this, and it should be faster than doing it the first time. Alright, then there's one little thing left to do. I actually want to have a nether portal that we can easily turn on and off. So I'll quickly go to the creative world and come up with something. I had some help from efforts, and together we came up with this design here. Something too special, but yeah, it works nice. We can toggle the state of the portal. Alright, then I would say we are actually now finally completely finished with everything I wanted to do here, and we can continue with other projects. Yeah, there's still some work left to do on the nether side of the portal. We need to transport the items towards the main storage. Main storage is the right topic. That's probably something we want to work on in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.